That is awesome. That was awesome. Luke, how you
Oh,
feel,
hi there.
buddy? How you feel?
I'm just doing a temperature check before the stream here.
You got a Rona or what?
I do.
Well,
That's Drona.
it's been going around our house too, so that's part of the
That's
reason I wasn't
fantastic.
here.
That's
No,
awesome.
no
to hear.
Scott's in there.
Scott, you know you can go virtual like this.
Well, I told you guys I wasn't here last week. I was like, I could cough on
Well,
you.
Tara got me a rubber ducky thermometer, so my temp's normal still. So
I mean, I'm not that scared. You want to go fishing? You ready?
Yeah, let's
no,
go,
I
Luke.
haven't had a fever in 3 days. I'm not contagious anymore. So.
Oh yeah, we're totally good. Launch 8:30.
Nope.
I can tell. He's feeling better, but he's not there. I can tell just by looking at him.
Yeah, I got
He got that out toothache look.
I got a rash on my back from Corona. It's a weird one.
What's up, guys?
Can we
I
see
lost
it?
all of my taste.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
that.
did you?
I want
can't
to see
taste
this
anything.
rash.
No,
Did you?
no.
Yeah, show that rash.
No, it's just like
Mark,
it's just
Mark wants to see that rash.
No, it's
What's
like
up, Mark?
just hives on my back is what it is. That's all it is.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had that, and then my daughter also had hand, foot, and mouth on top of
Oh
that.
yeah, I looked
so-
it up. It's weird.
Yeah, dude, it was
Never
real
seen that
weird. It
before.
looked
You
like
heard of that
chicken
before?
pox.
Yeah, Wyatt had it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a million plus cases a day now of COVID. They call it the ninja variant because everyone's just getting it. So if you got a scratchy
Wow.
throat and you start feeling weird, you probably have it, and just be prepared for the ride you got to go on. It's real
All
fun.
right, I gotta go.
Well, anyhow, welcome to another episode of Old Carver Fishing Podcast. I'm Chuy Godinez, joined in studio with Scotty and Danny Two Cats, and Luke Hedges, of course, is sick, so he's joining us virtually.
That's so nice of him, Scotty.
Message for you there, Luke.
What's that? Oh. And Tara was going to come on tonight.
Yeah.
And she ended up getting a fever back. It's like, so this new COVID comes and runs. You'll lose your fever. You'll feel good. And then you'll start sweating again and shivering. And then it'll come in another rush. And then she's on rush number 2 right now. So it'll just get better from now on. So, but she's definitely under the weather.
She is. It's kind of sucks. No fishing for Luke this whole week.
Yeah.
Turn that
Been
off.
rough. But I will be
So
fishing
no-
league on Saturday.
I mean, you can fish alone.
Yeah,
I
you can
remember.
go out
So when
fish
I
alone.
got COVID, it was during the winter, and I was like, "All right, honey, I gotta isolate.
Yep.
Right? So I gotta get away. I gotta get away from you and the kids." So first day, I went ice fishing from like sun up to sundown before the kids woke up, and then after the kids went to bed. Second day, I'm out there. It's like noon. She called me and she's like, "Dan, I don't give a crap if our whole family gets COVID. Come home right now." So then we all got it very, very slowly. Like one guy got, like I got it first. Brianna got it a week and a half later. Then our next kid got it a week and a half after that. And then the next kid got it about a week and a half after that. So that meant that none of our kids go to daycare for like 4 weeks. It was tough.
Yeah.
Luckily, she got to work from home, but I can't do that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
that's my story on COVID.
Funny thing, Luke. I got a lot of messages today from, I guess, Facebook friends. That they're gonna miss the live broadcast because they're all in just about everybody was in at that youth baseball tournament.
Really?
And I'm like, all right, good. No, that sounds good, buddy. Sounds good, man. You can just catch it afterwards. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyhow, so topic. Gonna have to think of one now. Dan, should we leave it up to Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Luke. Actually, Scotty first. Where the fuck have you been?
Well, been working. I've been doing dad stuff.
You went fishing this morning, right? This morning?
No, it was like 10 minutes I had in between me getting off work and having time to go
Yeah,
get
you-
her.
You got a nice bass.
I'm wondering if
It
you
wasn't
got
giant.
seven,
It
was a little
7
guy.
o'clock
It was not
on
a nice
Wednesday.
bass,
written
but-
I
on
got it
the-
right here for Luke. Look at those bass.
Oh yeah.
Scott-
out in the weeds.
Mhm.
Scotty doesn't like it when we put him on the spot, so I guess we'll have to tough it
No
out.
matter what camera I'm going to put on Scotty, he always looks far away.
Well,
Yeah, you should have that third camera out now for sure, just for him.
Yeah, I should have. I disconnected it.
nah, I'm
I
good.
don't want to. And yeah, we're going to talk about Tara. I hope Tara starts feeling better. We had a kind of focus on her and her trip. She was all excited. She was
Looked
texting
like
me
she
this
was
morning.
slaying.
Yeah, she was texting me this morning, and then she just texted me a little bit before we were
Did you
gonna
get
go on
any
air.
pictures?
She did send me pictures, but I don't know. I feel like I want to wait
Yeah,
until she's here so she
Yeah,
can
we'll
kinda
wait.
talk to
let
her.
her talk about them.
Yeah,
She's got some
I
cool
wanna spoil
ones.
it for her. She's probably knocked out right now. I'm surprised she's not in chat.
She's definitely knocked out, I think.
Luke, I got league Saturday from 2 to 2.
Yeah, so do I.
How do you catch a channel cat?
Nope.
How do I catch a channel cat?
Chuck bait, catch fish, Dan.
Man, he's just not having it.
That's about
If you're a viewer listening and was hoping to target a catfish at this time of year, asshole, what would you tell our nice listeners?
Dude, I honestly don't really target flats or channels right now, but I mean, just gotta mix it up. Fish some newer brush that fell in the river, some of the fresher stuff. That's a good start. Good place to start is fishing that fresher fall down that still has green leaves.
No, we talked about that last week.
Fish the front
Come
of the
on,
holes.
Luke.
Fish the flats. Fish sandbars. I mean, they could be anywhere right now. I'm gonna be fishing flats this weekend, I think. So
It cracks me up. So basically anywhere.
pretty much, yeah, they're everywhere right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for your awesome
Yeah,
advice.
just Chuck
good.
bait.
Chuck bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how to do that.
Get some of that
Mhm.
catfish pro off the shelf in there, and
Mm-hmm. Something
Have
like
at it.
that.
Maybe some hot dogs.
It worked on Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What,
You know which flavor worked? Nightcrawler.
what are you doing tonight, Chuy? You gotta wake up early tomorrow?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Well, knowing Chewy, he'll say he'll come with you, and then he won't show up. So
no, shut up.
We're just gonna have to
I
drag him on the ice.
I told him to. It's Mondays are tough.
No, you told them you'd show up.
I did not say I was going to show up. When did I say I was going to show up? I said in case
when
I
he started
do,
at
do
when
we
he
need light bait.
when he finished our conversation, should I bring bait? I said, no, you're good. Just meet me at 5:30. He said, cool. That's the last I heard from him.
Yeah, I agree. If someone's like, "Hey, do I need to bring bait?"
Dude, I checked my phone.
That's pretty much a check mark.
I checked my phone and I thought I had just ghosted Luke and my wife. I ghosted quite a few people. Yeah. Anyways,
It's okay.
it's a Monday.
I hope it was a nice.
It was a
nap.
Monday. It's just
Did you fall asleep in the chair in the bait store?
no. That's Rika.
No.
I kept him busy right now.
I saw a lazy boy on the side of the road. I was gonna bring that thing in.
Shut up.
We could use it.
Oh yeah, you would. I'm trying to link your video here, Luke.
So anyway, Luke, no fishing this week. We don't got much to talk about then. Last
No,
week you were gone at the tournament. No, that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Fish
that's
walleye last weekend.
yeah.
How was that?
Really good.
Did they slow down?
Literally the day Chewy bailed on me, I crushed, and
Jesus.
I had so many fish. Like I probably had a 35-inch pike up to the boat, and I lost it because I didn't have a net man.
You
And then,
started this.
I like talking about this
You
day.
started it.
We should
you
talk
started
more
this
about this
crap.
day.
First, you could have totally just avoided that. You could have just said, when I went out fishing on Monday, I killed them. Nobody needs to know that I ghosted you.
No.
Probably lost another 8-pound walleye at the boat because I didn't have a net guy. I'm
Oh
thinking,
no!
It happens.
Oh man.
But the thing is, I had the
gut-wrenching.
fish. I had the fish in my net, and at that moment, I realized I had a hole in my net because it swam out.
It's just it happens to the cat fishermen and walleye fishermen. It happens if you were a bass fisherman. Will that happen, Scotty?
Just flip them in the
Flip
boat.
them in the boat. Flip them in the boat.
Not true.
Yeah, those
It's that simple.
little fish
Put 'em
are
in the
nice
boat.
to just flip
Yeah,
in the
cute
boat.
little flippers.
Even Lyle and
cute little
Mark
flippers.
flip catfish in the boat.
Flingers.
Hmm.
Fling them in.
We got a question from Mark here for you.
I got a
King
question.
of the cats.
King of the cats.
Questions are the flatheads still spawning up
I
there?
want to hear what Dan says about that.
Yeah.
Oh, about the hole in your net?
No, I want to know if you think the
No.
planets are still spawning.
I'm stuck on your equipment failure.
Yeah, there's some flats are still spawning, but some are
I'm
done.
pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll tell you after tonight. Going
This
for
is
it.
the only time you can catch fish. Remember, Luke?
Yeah.
It's true.
I
Only-
catch them all
only
on
on
Wednesdays
Wednesdays.
and save them for you guys on
Yeah.
Saturdays.
I had a couple guys say that too. That they're still spawning. I'm trying to.
So is that
Probably,
like
but
helping
know,
you guys right
whether
now,
they're
or
spawning or
against it?
not, they're still
What's that?
going to be hiding in the shade right now.
So
So
does that helping them or making them a little bit tougher
Makes
right
it
now?
Tougher, I think. Right. Makes
Yeah,
it
but
way tougher.
a lot of them are done, so there's always going to be fish eating all the time. So just finding them is the hardest part.
yeah,
How-
I
how
like
big-
trying to
Makes
find
sense.
a shade in a shade side of the river. So like a log on the shady side.
But on the break, right?
Yeah,
Remember,
those things
remember
don't-
Luke's seven minutes of greatness from last week.
When the river gets nice and low like this, they don't want to be in the warm water either. So
Look, how big is that walleye that you have in your background?
27.
27.
is that from last weekend?
Yeah. Yep. It's the one in my video that I just released today.
I was gonna say I
Yeah,
thought
you
I
should've
saw
mentioned
that
some
on a link.
walleyes. Yeah, I saw. I watched a little bit of his live stream and Mark's live stream. I like watching it. When he was fishing out there.
That looks like a nice spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice little spot there.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't go any more to the right with that picture, or it would be a dead giveaway.
It's a giveaway if you watch the video.
Is it?
There's a
Yeah.
lot of there's a lot of
That spot's so dead now. It's so
Screen-
low. You can't
Yeah.
even touch
Screenshots
it.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Where I'm sitting right there is not water anymore. Let's just say that.
That spot was always good for me. But this year the current was real funny, and it was just ripping through there upwards when I went there. But I haven't been there in probably.
You're thinking
a
of the
month.
other corner.
The other corner.
maybe.
I know which one he's
Maybe.
thinking of. It's not the same spot.
Okay.
You'll see.
So,
when you,
so I guess I gotta watch the video.
yeah,
Where do I find that video?
YouTube.
YouTube. Luke. Fish
Mhm.
on Luke.
That's right. Oops.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a sweet little
What's our
fishing pole
topic
there.
tonight?
I don't know. I got caught by surprise at Tara not going to come in. So I did say a little bit of channel cats, rigs.
Yeah.
Of
He
course,
he
Dan
exited
can't
the-
say to that.
No. Maybe if I
Scotty?
left. Luke, you want me to
Circle
go fishing so you can
No.
talk some fishing?
No.
Anyhow, I was looking at the dip baits. Have you ever tried those dip baits, Luke?
They're not allowed on my boat anymore.
Are they messy?
They're sticky and they get everywhere. And then you'll put a drop on and it'll land on something or wipe it on something. And then 2 weeks later you'll wipe it with your finger or something will bump on it, and then you have it on your hands.
Are they effective though?
They work for good eater. They work for eaters. Yeah. If
Eaters,
you
exactly.
want to catch like eater channels and like fill some slot numbers, dip bait's really, really good.
Rika caught like 7 of them that night. Luke, decent ones.
How many did he take home? Rika!
No, he didn't take nothing. He didn't want to.
He was catching bullheads the other day whenever I saw him. drove by the ravine and he was sitting out there. Pulled
mean-
over and walked out. I was like, Rika! And he was like peeking around the tree.
In Jordan?
Yeah.
I mean, in Shakopee?
Yeah, that one.
Mark says dip baits are for bank fishing and eater cats.
Okay.
What's about the biggest you think you can catch with a? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a 15 around, and it's interesting he's going to take it, right?
I mean, you could catch a big one on it, but that's not what they're for. I mean, yeah, eater-sized fish is what it. I mean, yeah,
Does anyone
Really?
use cut bullheads?
no.
Like, if my bullhead's dead, can I cut that
People,
thing up and
people.
throw it
I know
for
people that
example?
have. I mean, they'll probably catch a fish. That's not an ideal bait, but
No, is that more a sucker? Or
Anchovy.
I'd rather use a sheephead or a sucker than a
how about chicken liver?
it's just no. I don't know. I'm not a chicken liver fan.
How
He's not.
about
He's not.
no?
It's kind of weird.
Creek chub? Cut those up?
Oh yeah.
Creek chubs are good.
Oh, I think we found it.
Creek
Yeah.
chubs are good.
Luke, you probably shouldn't play poker. You probably shouldn't play poker, man. Oh,
People
he's
know.
No, he's getting all red. Oh no.
People
Check
know
your
my-
temperature again, bro.
People know my favorite channel cat bait, and it's nothing you've mentioned. So
Oh, it's probably frogs.
it is.
Yeah.
Or bluegill, but he can't do that here.
It's true. Bluegill would be good too.
That'd be a good flathead bait.
Yeah,
And it should be legal.
you should be.
There's enough of them little
Luke was
sunfish.
working hard on that,
Yeah.
along with like 50 other catfishing.
Nope.
That bluegill
And two
one ain't
lines.
passing.
How's a 2-line law? Is that getting anywhere?
It failed again.
Ooh.
But
do you think-
they're gonna try to put it on a special bill to get it passed again. But I don't know. I'm not really involved directly with it right now, so I just
Man,
hear
they-
about it.
They should have snuck it in with that weed bill.
Right?
As long as
Mhm.
they're sneaking stuff in there. What the hell?
I mean, that made it passed and got signed, and they didn't even want it to. I mean, that's crazy. How's that grizzly?
It's good. Do you want me to bring some to your house?
I'm good.
You need any never mind.
You can't taste it even if you want to.
What's that?
I can't taste anything.
You can't taste anything. He's
I'm literally drinking this Coke Zero. It literally tastes like water. That literally is water to my
you
mouth.
should be drinking water.
Yeah, you probably should be drinking.
You should watch your
water.
damn tone.
You should be drinking water.
You need
Goddamn.
you need
Coke
rumple mints. That'll clear out your system.
Totally disappeared there.
I'm not plugged at all. I just literally have no taste.
I
At
didn't
all.
need. I didn't.
Is
even-
that how
I
you
didn't need
knew
to
other
know
than
that.
the fever? Or like what
No, this
first
is
came on?
this is new. Like this taste thing's new, and I'm not even sick anymore.
Yeah, you didn't mention that when you called me that first name.
Yeah, I started off with the scratchy throat, and I'm like, man, I feel like I might be getting sick, and then I started getting achy. I woke up really achy and sweaty, and I knew I was sick. I was like, I should probably test for the Rona, and it says wait 10 minutes to check your test, and it came up positive in like the first 20 seconds when I tested. So I was
Really?
yeah. I was-
See, I was taking them like all last week and the week before, and I haven't.
Yeah, I had guys take it 2 or 3 times before it came back positive.
Tara tested her 4th time when she started actually feeling pretty ill, and then it came positive.
Came positive.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But
So-
what do you do?
Tara got it. Luke got it. Who else was hanging around with you guys?
No one.
Just you guys.
No, I wasn't around him when he was I? No, I wasn't around you. You guys came near me, but not.
I started getting sick. I started getting contagious probably like Friday.
Oh, great. That's when he was around me.
It wasn't by you Friday.
You were when we were standing there in the bank.
That's good. Choose then.
Oh,
5
that
days
ain't-
from then would be.
I wasn't really. It was that night, Chewy. I wasn't feeling sick then.
Why don't we all just hug and get it over with right now?
No,
Why
it's
don't you just
Friday-
come in here and give it
Friday
to the rest of us? That way
Friday
we'll
night.
just all go virtual next time.
You don't want it.
No,
You can
I
afford
got it. You got it too, Scotty, huh?
I don't know if I did or not, but I was pretty sick like the last week and a half. 2
You're gonna.
weeks.
You'll know. You'll know.
They didn't
I
knock
was
you out
super
that bad, did they?
congested though, and then
No.
Caroline had gotten it like in between then, and like I was testing before that. It
Yeah,
just
none
never
of us,
showed
none
up.
of us, none of us got in it.
I did.
My buddy has it
I
right.
did quarantine ice fishing on the Minnesota River. It was
Yeah, this
awesome.
variant's a little different. So my buddy Wade has it right now, and he hasn't eaten since Saturday.
Maybe I should get it.
Tough flu.
It'd be a good top 20-pound loss right there. Pretty easy fix.
Don't get me wrong, I've been way more sick than from this, but it's just it's just weird stuff, man.
I think a lot of
Weird
us.
stuff.
I think a lot of us probably got it and didn't realize it.
Probably.
Like we both have really bad skin sensitivity right now. She has it really bad too.
Wow.
It's real weird. Like you don't even want your shirt touching you. It's kind of weird like that.
We gotta do. So let's see. Stink baits. There's one of them. Preserve baits. You got the magic
You do like the chicken and
Softballs.
Kool-Aid.
chicken and Kool-Aid. That's another one. We got.
Speaking of chicken, no, I don't need to. I went and got fried chicken today and au gratin potatoes, and I couldn't taste a damn thing. I was so disappointed.
Should I have garlic?
It wouldn't matter, dude. I could smell a pile of shit and I wouldn't smell it. I have no sense of anything. It's crazy. My neighbor's going on 2 years. He still can't taste things.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I have guys that have got it. It took them a while to taste, but not that long.
Sounds horrible.
I feel like that could be a bonus. I'd be such a healthy eater.
Right.
Just drink a milkshake at that point.
Yeah, you could eat whatever you
Protein
want.
shake,
Yeah.
just protein shake, and that's it. Just gonna eat just because you're hungry.
Just
And
scar.
you're not gonna have any. What I want to say any.
Probably still get the after effects.
What? Well, yeah, especially if you eat tacos. You go Taco Wednesday. Lisa's. You should go drop off some tacos to look at.
Probably where I freaking got it.
No, we would all gotten it.
It's not true.
I wonder-
I was sitting up at the other end of the bar for a while watching the music.
I wonder if
Yeah.
I wonder if Ron got it.
Blame it on the bar.
I don't know. I ain't blame it.
First you're
We were
blaming-
all pretty close together there, Luke. Sitting down pretty
blaming
close to each
Lisa
other.
I just don't know where
on
else I
bad
would've got it.
tacos, And now it's Corona.
I don't know where else I would have even got it.
I
'Cause
think
after
Tara
the-
brought it. Tara brought it back.
I got it
Oh, yeah.
before her.
Well, you got this. You felt symptoms
But you
before her.
can- you
Doesn't
can
mean
har-
you had it
Yeah,
before
you
her.
can harbor it for like 14 days. So I guess
Yeah.
it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Blame it on the Canadians, not Lisa's place.
Was that thought for a second I thought that was James.
It might have been.
He's not saying anything on the podcast.
We gotta get a topic rolling here.
Well, I'm thinking. And I'm still thinking.
Well, good podcast tonight, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Honestly,
Some early fishing.
once Tara texted me, I was like, yeah.
I was gonna say
I
we can
wasn't-
just
I was not
do
ready.
it next week. I mean,
Yeah, we could have done it this week, but we're live.
Mark,
now,
do you want to jump in for a little bit?
Yeah, let's have Mark. Let's see.
Yeah, bring Mark on.
Does anyone viewing want to jump in? Anyone interested?
Yeah.
For like 10, 15 minutes.
We got the
Scotty.
viewers. Everybody's at the baseball
Scotty, you got
games.
anything to say?
I could probably
Fresh
get.
crappy
Man's
minnows
really
on the
good.
menu on the
I can-
stream. Let's see. Check this out. Let me see here, Derek Boy. Fresh crappy minnows on the menu on the stream this winter. If it didn't get the stream,
That's
damn,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got my TikTok got taken down because one of our buddies ate a crappie minnow on TikTok live stream.
Oh yeah.
Mark's coming in. You can send him an invite.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Your TikTok got taken down.
I'm doing a light install on my Vikings player buddy's boat this weekend.
Nice.
I'm gonna help put some headlights on his boat. He's turning into a real cat fisherman.
Checking it out. Just going nuts.
Yeah, spring training starts Tuesday. So he's like, "Can you help me on Sunday? I can come over and you can help me do the lights." I said, "Yep."
Should be a fun project.
You know, I should have brought some of those the tubes and the what do you call them? I'm throwing a blank right now.
I don't
For
know
those
what you're
channel
talking
cats?
about.
For the
Like
dip
Like the
beats, you got
crankbaits
the
or whatever.
The little dip tubes with the little grippies
yeah.
on
There's
it.
deep toes, and then you got the sponges with the triple hook.
Yeah,
Have
there's
you-
a whole bunch.
I thought it was illegal to fish the triple hooks for catfish.
No.
So what? So this one guy did ask me though. What if you were to put two hooks 4 inches apart from each other? That
That's
would be
legal. It's legal.
But
They
I
can't
mean-
be they can't be more than 8 inches apart, I think
But
is the law.
4 inches apart is really not. I mean, you're not going to target more than one flat.
Mark's just
When
sitting
they're
there
4
listening
inches
to
apart.
Minnesota weird
No.
laws.
Hey, Mark,
What's going on, fellas?
thank you for
What's
saving
up?
us.
All
I
right.
wouldn't go that far yet. Give me a second. We'll figure that out. Later. So what's going on? Help me find summer walleyes, Luke. Where am I looking?
River or what?
River, shallow river. There's
Shallow
some gravel.
water.
There's some gravel parts. There isn't too many weed beds.
You don't need no gravel right now, brother.
No, I wouldn't go gravel.
Pitch mud. Drag mud. You don't have to even reel that slow. Just mediocre speed. Dragging mud. I was catching them on crankbaits. I was catching them on plastics, and it was all bumping through 1.5 feet of water.
Can I drag? Can I
Good to know.
troll for them?
Can you what?
Can I troll for them? Cover a lot of water?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that a
Definitely.
shot. These flathead they're not helping. They're not wanting to play around here. The last couple times I've been out, it's been rough.
Yeah, just
try.
don't throw anything heavier that you want to throw that light enough jig where you're getting down when you're dragging and when you're lifting and bumping it, but you're not sticking in the mud. So don't go too heavy on your jig.
Well, how heavy are we talking? 16th?
I was using a quarter, and that was a little
Quarter?
heavy.
Okay, I got some of them. We should be able to figure something out.
And if you use that little, even if you use a little heavier jig and use a bigger plastic, you get a lot more forgiveness on your dropping through the mud because it's, you know how that works.
I'll give that a shot. I'm doing a flathead tournament Saturday night. Well, a catfish tournament online Saturday night, which I have no hope for in winning because I'm going up against the James River and the Tennessee River, and that's a tall order to fill. But I figure it's from 11 p.m. till 4 in the morning. So our river's so busy during the day on the weekends that's a good time to be out there fishing. So
Should be a good time.
Our river was going down about 1.5 feet a day for about a week, and I just went and checked it yesterday. I drove down there. My handicapped ass drove down to the river, and I couldn't believe how low that thing got in a week. Holy cow. It's crazy.
Explain to me a little bit about the river. I mean, our river is pretty much average 3 to 4 feet up here. There are some shallows, but they're off to the side. Main channel you could stick in, you're all right. When you're fishing up there in your jet boat, are you running across flats just to get from hole to hole? What's going on up there?
I don't have to. I just do because I can.
Okay.
But the our river's got like right out in front of the ramps, still about 34 feet of water. Our holes are still 30 feet deep, but it goes from 30 feet deep to nothing feet deep. So that's why the river, I think, by the Minnesota is such a unique river, especially a fishery for flatheads and walleyes, is there's so much contour. It's like a crazy lake on steroids. I mean, there's sandbars, there's mud bars, there's rock points, there's 40-foot holes, there's pools behind sandbars. I mean, dude, everything. You gotta you'll come here and fish and you'll understand how cool of a river it is. I mean,
that'd be cool. I'm used to, like, if you're looking at my sonar, it looks like a desert down there. I mean, you might be able to see some boats that have dragged their skags across the bottom. You'll see those trails everywhere. But other than that, if you find any structure, man, fish it. That's the only thing you can do here.
Yeah, and that's also the problem can make it difficult at times is there's so much structure and so much bait on this river.
Yeah.
I mean, when the water gets really low like this, flathead is the hardest ever.
Yeah,
Because the bait is so confined to those parts of the river that the fish are in that those flathead are sitting in the water, they're sitting at the creeks, but so is everything else. And last year was really tough for a while when it was really, really low. Some people liked it. I struggled with the really low water. But it's turning out to be another year like that where it's going to get down like crazy low.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for that. I did really go good in the low water.
Yeah, I
last
remember
year.
that. You love the low water.
Yep. So it's low tonight. Boat's hooked up.
You started doing well when the water went low.
Yeah. It makes a couple of my spots real good. It gives me some options.
Yeah, so the nice part about that is he's in the same league, and I'll just figure out where his low spots are and beat him there. So,
So fishing for wallies in the mud there, Luke. What are you thinking? Ringworms, little satyrs.
I was throwing just a white twister tail, bee fish and milk white twister tail. It's typically my go-to for river walleye fishing. Any moxie or like little paddle tail from bee fishing, the ones I had you get at the shop there, like they're so primo. The 3-inchers, they're so good.
Yeah, I got plenty of them laying around. I'll have to give them a shot. A lot of paddle tails in that size.
Yeah, pedal tails. I think
Something that has good action when you move it slow, and you don't have to like go as slow as you do in like fall because you're dragging really slow in the fall. But or even like early spring, you're going pretty slow. But now, I mean, they're hitting it so hard. Like when you see that video, Tera was just like sticking in the mud and like her rod was just bending the whole time, and the walleye just literally picked it up out of the mud and she got it. And I was throwing a shad wrap in, up into 6 inches of water and dragging it out to like 4 feet, and it was just digging in the mud as I was reeling, and this walleye just smoke it. It's crazy.
I got to send you a link to a video that I saw at the same spot we were fishing at this spring, where these guys sight fish walleye at night under this bridge that's all lit up with with jerk baits. That looks like a lot of fun. That might be worth a trip up there for me at least. So I was thinking about trying that out.
Yeah, we do that. If you want to do that, we do that in the winter on the Mississippi.
Okay.
Real slow though. I mean, you're doing some weird. It's real tough to do. It's like when we throw jointed jerk baits in certain locations in the winter when the water's open. I don't want to give exactly what we do because it's kind of a secret, but you're reeling so slow where if you can see your hand moving while you're reeling, you're going too fast.
It's kind of like when I tell people slow when it comes to crappie fishing. If it bothers you, if it's almost painful, you're almost slow enough.
Almost slow enough. That's exactly how it is for the winter river walleye too.
See, that's the one thing I don't have patience for.
It's tough.
I got to crank.
So you're not a finesse fisherman, Chuy, for bass?
No.
I am for a little bit. It depends on the day.
For
some are a lot easier.
I hate it until I feel that.
I hate
tick.
drop shots.
If I'm throwing like not even a Senko, but what are they called? The split tail swim baits that use for bass with the Texas rig or whatever people run. I throw those weightless. I don't know what they're called, but
the flukes.
Flukes.
Yeah.
So I'll throw a fluke, and I'm like, this sucks. And I think it sucks until I actually feel that tick, and you're like, oh gosh, one just inhaled it. Because you don't need to have a super tight line to feel that tick. You just when it happens.
You Caroline rig flukes?
I haven't done it a lot. Not on them. I used to Caroline.
I said
Caroline
Texas.
rig a lot of.
No, but
like
I'm asking Scotty.
Lizards and worms. A lot of lizards.
Caroline rig.
You bass fish, Mark?
My extent for bass fishing is a Ned rig or lipless cranks for smallies on the river here. That's about it.
Yeah.
Not drop
Ned
shot?
rig.
No, I don't drop shot for them. I can't use them for bait, so I don't bother.
No, Ned rig's a very versatile bait, though.
Yeah, I've caught everything.
I would throw one of them out there for walleye in your river and see what happens.
Ned rig walleye is amazing.
Yep.
But bucktails with double curly tail, that'll get.
Yeah, I've caught plenty. I catch everything at curly tails. We were out sucker fishing in the spring a couple years back, and we throw these black curly tails in the fastest current we could find at choke points for these big red horse suckers. And my buddy caught like a half pound over the state record. We figured that out after we cut it up for bait already, though. So it was done.
Nice.
How clear is the water you're fishing, Mark, for walleye?
It's not clear at all.
Like
It's pretty muddy for the most part.
Really muddy?
Yeah, it can be pretty muddy, and it'll clear up a little bit as the water goes down, and it is, but it's never clear on the river here. If I'm fishing a little local reservoir that we have here, but the walleye are small over there, I'll get them on the weed lines in the summer when I'm looking for crappie. I always pick a couple up.
That's what I always tell people. If you're fishing like a low visibility water, like the Minnesota River specifically, it really doesn't matter what you're throwing. It's where you
Something
throw it.
loud and aggressive.
And as long as it doesn't even need to be that. I mean, aggressive helps, but it's more casting to where the fish aren't presenting it in front of them so they can actually hit it. Because anything that moves in front of their face, they're going to hit is pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, visibility is negligible. And the spot we were fishing at the time had kind of a two different color. It had a big swirl of mud, and then there was a little bit clear water from like 0 inches of visibility to like 6 inches. So that's kind of the area we were fishing at the time. And I purposely fished that spot and released that video today because that spot is no longer water. So
Gotcha.
So is that out where we went whenever we were out with Wade?
Did we? I don't know if we fished that spot. You'll have to see the video. You'll know right away.
Well, that looks familiar in the background. That's kind of why I'm asking.
Well,
but,
all those corners look like that. But,
yeah. Well, after you just added that little detail, I remember seeing some of that over there.
I don't recall us fishing that spot, but it's that area.
All right.
Close enough, Scotty. Close enough.
I mean, that
Scotty
spot.
doesn't know
So
what's going on.
I fished that spot until it died, and then I was done. It literally just like shuts off once it gets too low, and all the carp moved out, all the gar moved out, and that's when you know you're in the right spot. When the gar are kind of there, there's probably walleye because they're eating the same exact thing the gar are eating. So, and that's pretty much what it was. Like we were bumping off of carp and gar the entire time we fished walleye there, and then you just wait for one to smoke it. Is what it was.
You have to try a sportsman jig, like a 3/8 sportsman jig with a double curly.
It's too heavy.
They get a frog. Well, you want it to dig.
I don't want a frog.
That's fall bait.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just a lure maker.
Yeah, you just do your lure making.
Fish your falls and your drops.
Don't even talk about fishing with me right now. We'll bring it up again.
Oh man, I can't. I'm gonna send you all sorts of pictures tonight, Luke.
I hope you do. I need some for some uppity. I'm probably gonna go to the river after this and hang out on the shore for a little while.
Big draw.
I'll come hang out.
So if you're by Jordan, come hang out.
Yeah, hang out.
I'll
Go
be
get the
chilling.
Rona. Go get the Rona from the celebrity.
I'm not
Man.
contagious anymore. I haven't been contagious in 3 days. So
He wouldn't come in the boat, but he's gonna go hang with random fuckers at the Jordan.
no,
Bridge.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang. I'm not going to fish.
You just
I'm
gonna
just
hang
gonna
out
check-
and
I'm
watch
just gonna
what
go look
sticks
at
go
the
down the
river.
river, or what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
Oh, I got something to talk about.
What?
He really doesn't want to share secrets, does he?
It's league
I'm
this
not letting
weekend. You settle down. So cool story. Last Friday, Tara was working, and I was like, I'm just gonna, or no, I already wasn't gonna fish with her because she was working. It was either Friday or Saturday, and it had to have been Friday, or no, Saturday. It was Saturday. Because that's when I started actually feeling like pretty sick that night, and I was gonna go with. I invited Elena, and I was like, "Are you ready to go then, or what?" She's like, "Wait, you were serious?" I was like, "We talked about it for 20 minutes." And I said, we're gonna go fishing Saturday. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm 4 hours away." She's like, "I didn't think you were serious." I was like, "All right, whatever." And I was like, "I'm still going fishing." I was gonna go solo, and I was getting to the ramp, and I was like, "Oh, maybe Brock wants to go, backwater Brock." And he's like, "Hell yeah, I got a couple hours. Hop in, I'll hop in." And so we went fishing, and we were marking a spot, another walleye hole, right above the rapids, that first corner upriver from the rapids. I know Dan knows where I'm talking about.
Yep.
I'm getting specific at this spot because it's important that you know what I'm saying.
Well, I don't like it.
Pay attention.
So we were first bend upriver from the rapids, and I scanned something, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
Oh, I know what this is.
And I like looked at my graph. I was like, "Brock, is that what I think it is?" He's like, oh, sure looks like it. That's a freaking car. And I was like, why is there a car? First off, this is like 3 miles from the boat ramp. And it has to go like 6 sharp corners with wood. And I'm like, well, maybe someone drove off like the trail because the trail's right there. And I was like, well, maybe that's the case. And so I went by it again and I 2D'd it, or I down imaged it. Perfect car with the wheels arched. I was like, there's definitely a car there in 25 feet of water. And I marked it and I didn't even think of anything. I honestly forgot about it until Brock called me the next day. And he called me and I didn't answer because I was sick. And he's like, call me ASAP. I was like, what the heck? Okay. He's like, dude, I'm at the boat ramp and the sheriff's here and the game wardens are here. And they just asked me if I've seen a car in the river on my depth finder. I was like, dude, it's not even close to the ramp. He's like, I told him I saw it. And he brought him to it and it was already gone. So it's literally somewhere between there. I would guess the rapids right now.
Probably, yeah. The
So they
rapids.
can't find the car. It's these kids actually put their car in the river in May.
In May, that's right.
Oh, man.
And it has now made it about from the ramp to the rapids is probably about 4 miles probably. And it's in between that first corner upriver and the rapids. It's probably sitting in the old whirlpool hole at the top. That's my guess. So if you go there,
I don't think so.
you should
Well,
check
not as
again.
of last weekend. Otherwise, I would have snagged that for sure.
No, it will be getting there like now. Because I was still upriver.
At this point, is it even worth taking it out of the water?
Dude, I don't know how it's made it so far through all that wood.
But did they still want to get it out of the water?
Mark, I don't know if you know how much wood it had to get through to get there.
I'm thinking, did it make it around a corner? Because it sounds like it did.
6 corners.
Six.
And there must be just enough air inside of it trapped. Where
That's
it's
buoyant, right?
Because it was not in the mud when I marked it. It was completely out of the mud, just sitting on the bottom. And when I went back to scan it 15, 20 minutes later, I could not find it again.
Darn.
I was
So
going
it's
to
just-
ask
it's
if you
just-
reported it or anything, but
I didn't. But then Brock said, well, they're like, have you seen a car in the river? He's like, well, we just saw it yesterday. They're like, what? Yesterday? He's like, yeah, we marked it like 4 or 5 bends down. They're like, what? And so they went and looked for it. He took them there, the warden and the sheriff in their boats, and they could not scan that car. And they think it's just slowly going down river.
Little kids are gonna owe me a prop, aren't they?
somebody.
It's going to be between where you fish and then that corner, Dan. It's somewhere there right now.
I'm headed straight there.
Well, I want you to see if you can find it.
I'll try.
And if you do, you got to report it because I was dumbfounded how it wasn't there 20 minutes after I found it the first time.
I'll report it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I
Could
don't
be
know.
good
You think-
structure.
I mean, you really don't think, Luke, that they want to pull that out still?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they don't want all that.
Don't they have some sort of penalty like after
Oh,
so many
yeah.
days that you got to
Big-
get it out?
Big penalties, yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah, they-
extended
yeah.
it because they couldn't find the car.
Yeah, they
Okay.
extended it.
Yep.
No,
So I mean, is it going to do anything to the river? Probably
No.
not.
I'm not gonna- no, not at this
It's
point.
just
I mean, it's
added
been there since May.
But that's their objective, man. That's in Minnesota. It's like they want it out. If they find an old car that's been in there 50 years, they're going to take it out.
Yep.
I actually found a rowboat yesterday on my sonar. That was kind of cool to see.
Really?
Sucker. Yeah. Usually I only find tires. I find a lot of tires, but this is the first time I've done anything else.
Hey, Tara.
I had a neighbor call me last
Hi,
year.
Tara.
He said, Dan, where are you? I said, I'm at home. He said, can you get in your boat real fast and go to Chaska? I was like, why? He goes, my anchor came loose at the access. My boat's floating down from Carver.
Been there before.
So, yeah, man, I'll get it.
Usually they run out of gases when they call you.
So, yeah, I went and picked it up, but it was pretty funny.
Another funny story from the night I caught the big walleye with Tera. I decided it'd be a good idea to jump a bunch of sandbars and mud bars on my way back. Anyways, what's up,
Oh.
Chris Flores?
What's up, Chris?
Anyways,
Chris.
I thought it was a mud bar. It ended up being a really firm sandbar. Not only did it almost throw us out of the boat, I mean, not almost, but I mean, it slowed us down real fast. And I jammed my bracket for my jet plate, for my jet bucket. It was jammed in forward. So when I got to the ramp, I couldn't put it in neutral. So I just like killed the motor. And then I'm like, oh shit, how am I going to start my motor again? Because I couldn't move my throttle more back than like half throttle. And so I had to use the trolling motor and hold it up in the front and then bounce over the top of my trailer, slamming, just grinding the freaking trailer with my trolling motor and got it up there. Tara had a lot of muscle. She had to crank it up like 10 feet. So, but
Sounds
yeah,
like a good
Oh,
time.
God.
it sucked.
Hi, Tara. How you doing, Chris?
How you feeling, Tara? Mark had to come in and save us.
He asked us. We were fishing, doing some bank fishing. What was this, like 4 years ago? And we had heard, like through the grapevine, everybody's texting each other every night when we're fishing, that somebody skipped a bill on a bar tab about, I don't know, 6 miles north of where we were fishing, and eluded the police and jumped over into the river, and they were looking for him.
Wow.
By the next day, he made it all the way down to where we were fishing. They found the body like literally 100 feet from where we were fishing. So
Wow.
Really?
he jumped into like 2 feet of water off a 13-foot bridge. That wasn't too smart. So
Oh,
Seriously.
Yeah, that ain't good.
yeah.
That ain't good. Yeah, it's interesting how. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chuy.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. I remember, like 5 years ago, I was in my kayak when the river was low. It was right behind Valley Further, and my kayak had just gone down the river, and there was a boat there that had run out of gas. And then they called me over, and they're like, "Can you help us?" And I'm like, "What do you want me to do? Pull you in with my kayak? I mean, what do you want me to do here?" So then I had to go farther down, and I don't know if you know where the 169 bridge is, Luke.
Yeah, of course.
So that's where they picked me up, and then we had to go back, and then my friend got his boat, went down there, saved him, whatever. And then I remember this because I forgot to tell you this story. A month ago, that guy came to the shop and he recognized me. He recognized me, and he says, "Hey, ain't you the guy that was at the Cuyahoga Valley Fair fishing for bass?" And I go, "Yeah, that's me." Bass fishing in that spot, Luke, was awesome. Right
Which
behind
spot?
Valley Fair. Right behind Valley Fair there.
Talk about the little lagoon.
Yeah, kind of. Remember there used to be boats parked there back in the day. It was like,
Oh, that's not behind
a
Valley
little
Fair.
bit. No, but up a little up further, there was that little place there that used to have like it was a camp or
It's
something.
still there.
It's still there, but there's is there still boats? It's not active no more.
There's
Pretty
docks
low.
in there.
Yeah, the docks are still there. That used to be like also a good spot for bass.
Yeah, it's a great spot for
He used to
shad.
be a good
too.
guy. He used to let us fish there. He was an awesome guy.
Yeah, you can only get in there now when the water's high because they don't dredge out the entrance anymore.
What are you catching shad for, Luke?
No, I just know there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't try to trap me, Dan.
he's already look at his eyes. You know, look at the size of
I'm
his,
like insulted. The guy, we're trying to do a good podcast, and he just
Mark, can you see him beam from over there? Like he beams right
Oh,
into the
man.
monitor
Yeah, I
there,
can.
right into Luke, and
I-
he's getting ready to just trap him there. And
I like
Bring him in.
that. Yeah, all right, Luke. I like that you're scared.
it's like that.
Makes me feel
It's
good.
like that. What's that character from Mortal Kombat that latches out and he goes, "Come here,
Get over here.
yeah, get over here."
Scorpion.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
Scorpion.
exactly what he just did to you right there.
Get over here.
Oh, why are you catching shad?
Well, another thing is, cast net season is now open. So if you do want to get your cast net in Minnesota,
All right.
you need to fill out. You need to complete. This is important. You guys
Okay.
settle down.
Okay.
If you want to throw a cast net in Minnesota on the Minnesota River or the St. Croix, you can only use the bait on the river while you're fishing. and you cannot leave the river with bait. So the Minnesota River's open, the St. Croix River's open, and maybe part of the Mississippi. I'm not 100% sure, but you have to finish the aquatic invasive species dealer quiz thing, and then you have to contact the fisheries department. I forget his name, but and then you send him your certificate that you passed. It's free, and then he'll set you up with a date. You can set up a date with him to get your net tagged, so you can legally throw for shad on the Minnesota River. It's open now, so.
Can you guys use shad up there?
Yep.
Okay, you can.
So if a guy were to use shad, what species would he be targeting?
Channel cat
Okay.
or sturgeon.
I feel like both of those are a lie.
No, dude, shad for channel cats is amazing.
I honestly thought he was gonna say walleye.
It's the stinkiest bait you can use, like fresh out of the
I hate
box.
that.
It stinks,
I hate it.
and it's good because of that.
That
It's
is
so
gonna-
oily.
A
That
live
is gonna
shad
tell me
over here. Live shad over here. If you can keep them alive, that's the ticket where we're at.
The hardest part is
the
keeping
money.
them alive.
That's the problem.
And if I could get on a consistent like goldeye or a mooneye bite on the Minnesota River, I would love to use those as bait.
How big have you pulled them out of there?
What?
Shad, how big? How long?
My biggest shad's like 17. 16
Whoa.
maybe.
I've never seen one.
That ought to stay alive.
Not out of the Croix. Or it was out of the Croix, not out of the Minnesota.
How long could those cast nests be? Legal.
5 feet. 5 or 6 feet diameter, 3/4 inch. I'd have to look. I'm not going to say that it's for certain. Tara would maybe be able to check it out. But yeah, you can only get 5 or 6 foot nets, so that's total. Coughing and
Couldn't do it. History.
I don't know, that must be an inside joke.
Yeah.
Luke, is that your nickname?
I have a lot of nicknames.
Mr. Coot?
Ask her what they are.
Oh yeah, let's hear some, Tara.
AIS would be the aquatic invasive species.
I'm not sure.
Why did we start this
Talk about
sooner?
it.
Why did we start this sooner? This could have been a good topic.
I was really looking forward to Tara's stories.
I haven't even heard
How's a crappie bite down there, Mark? Have you tried?
I don't fish them in the summer.
No.
Bit
I
too
got
mushy or
I
what?
get flathead fever in the summer, and then during
Oh.
spawn, I just kind of sulk for a couple of weeks and get my boat all cleaned up and ready to go, and then we get back on them as soon as I get the word. I've been talking to some people, and it's been a weird spawn. Our river's like split up by spillways, so like the stretch I fish is 18 miles long. Ours seem to have gone to spawn later than the ones just south of us, which is weird. They're coming off a little more, and I'm having a hard time finding them. I had a good pre-spawn. I think I put like 15 in the boat, so that's not a bad start. Figuring I get out and fish maybe once a week at the most. So
Yeah, you were on them
That's
for
all.
quite a while. I remember seeing
I've,
you.
I've been float fishing for them a lot this year with like the biggest bullheads I can find, and it's been working pretty good.
When you're
There's my
float
buddy
fishing,
Chad.
float fishing. So is that just in the slack water, I assume?
Right behind the boat. If there's current, I got one out there. If I can keep it behind the boat and then keep my other 2 lines out, we got a 2 line limit here in Illinois. You can have one marked as a bank line. I'll let you get away with that. If you got your prop in the water, like your trolling motor, they consider you trolling. You can have 3 lines then. So it's kind of this or that. So when the river's a little higher and we got enough current to keep the boat straight, you can stay on anchor lock, on spot lock, and have, technically 4 poles in the water, as long as you got it marked
Nice.
with your identification. So
It's awesome.
Minnesota
Right.
needs
That
that.
sounds awesome.
Oh, I'm getting the swivels in. It said Saturday. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be here Friday. But once I get those swivels in, Mark, I'll make sure to make those spinners for you guys and send them down.
okay.
Those are wing beetle. You saw the wing beetles, right? The masters you saw.
Probably. I don't know if I'd know them. right offhand, but
I think you saw. Yeah.
You know,
Sorry,
during
Mark.
the summer, if I go out crappie fishing, I'm either long line trolling or I'm throwing like they look like spinner baits, but they're small. Mr. Twister sells them. I buy those blades like Chewy's talking about and put them
Mhm.
on a Bobby Garland plastic or on a hand tie, and I'll pull them through the weeds. And that works pretty good because they're always hiding in there. But I'll pick up 1s and 2s here, some decent sized ones, or else they're really small.
Yeah. One time I had a request. One time, Mark. This guy wanted a half ounce head on a I think it's a size 1 spinnerbait arm. So it's about the arm where the blade goes is about maybe a little over an inch long, and then the one going to
Was
the
he
body.
bluegill fishing with that? He was probably
Yeah.
just wanting to get down
Bluegill,
to where
yeah.
they're at in the hot weather. So
Yeah, he was bluegill fishing, and I thought that was the weirdest. I thought that's probably one of the weirdest lures I ever made. Maybe to them it's something. I don't know. I never seen a manufacturer or anybody else make something like that.
a lot of guys Frankenstein stuff together. They got sitting in their tackle box and stuff. I've done it before. I didn't find out that these, I've used beetle spins and stuff for bluegill and that, but I want to use the one spot I fish. If you're not using monkey milk and a Bobby Garland or like a white or a gray hand tie, you're not catching them. So I needed to get through the weeds, which is why I did that. So I kind of Frankensteined one of those together out of a beetle spin and found out that Mr. Twister sells the parts online. So I got like 10 in each size always in my tackle bag if I need them.
Yeah, and the master that he sent me for me to go off of was actually a what do you call bobber pin?
Like a bobby pin?
Bobby pin.
Bobby pin?
Yeah, it was a bobby pin.
That's something my grandpa would have freaking
Yeah.
done back in the day.
Yeah.
Nope.
I could tell right away it was rusted. It was and I asked him what it was, and he said, "Yeah, that's what it is." And I didn't even know that was used at some point. Bobby Garland did use that too at one point when he did the spider spinner,
Uh-huh.
the spider jig spinner. And he used that. I found that out later. But yeah, I thought that was a cool. I just never seen it's. I don't know. It's about maybe about that long. And then the blade's probably, I think it was a size 1 willow that he wanted on there. And then it's just the big head, and you can just barely see like maybe just enough hook out for the fish to hit. But
Fish to hit.
and he said, send me pictures. I should look for those pictures. One of the pictures you can see the one I made, and I just used a straight spinnerbait H mold, just very common head.
Well, they like stuff like that too, though. I don't know. I'm a big fan of throwing stuff that they haven't seen.
Yep.
That's different. Because
Well,
9 times out of 10, they're.
In my experience, a crappie's gonna. It doesn't want something to get away that it's not sure about. So if it's less sure about a bait like that, I think
They're gonna smoke it.
Yep.
Where's Luke? Where'd you go, Luke?
You can see him.
We can't hear you.
He said, "Add me back, Dad." It's probably in the basement.
What are you doing?
He's got to take his temp again.
Oh, he's taking his temp.
He's doing it with the butt thermometer, though.
He can hear.
Still can't hear you.
We can't
Do
hear
we
him.
Do we want to
You gotta put it on him or something.
Yeah, I don't know what jester you're. Yeah, don't repeat that jester.
Yeah, but this time of year, I'm chasing catfish, whether it's channel or flathead for the most part. But I've been real curious about chasing summer walleye. I've caught them long line trolling at that one spot on the weed lines for crappie and stuff. So I figure might as well try him on the river. There he is.
Holy shit! I don't know why.
I just read Tera's comment and I was like, oh, you wanted me to add him back. I didn't. Did you take yourself off? I didn't take you off.
I took myself. Oh, I didn't try to take myself up, but I changed my background and now it's not working. I'm gonna leave studio and come back.
No, that looks way better.
Here, I'll just do
Don't worry,
that.
we can't see your room, but you're not like deformed.
And he's
Oh, jeez. And he's got
You know what? You know what, Mark? That kind of looked like the same background
On that note,
when Tera was in your podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. No comment on that whatsoever. I've learned the hard way not to mention stuff like that when we're live. Made that mistake before. I'm not doing it again.
Let me add it back. There you go. You there? You good?
Oh, there went my phone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm back.
All
Are
right.
you getting enough oxygen, Luke?
You look
Why?
purple. You look purple.
What's your temperature?
No,
now?
it's
Yeah,
my
you took-
freaking. It's my. I'll show you. See, now it's normal.
So
Oh.
if you
Wow.
can't taste anything, Luke, now here's your chance for viral video. Eating shad.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could add a few things to the menu, probably.
Yeah.
Full head. Just
Have you tried anything
rip the
like
head right off.
I
super
would
hot?
do it. Yeah, Shad.
You would do that?
No,
Is
I
that what you're
haven't.
saying?
If I couldn't taste it and smell it, why not?
I don't know. Let's try and see if you can taste it.
I've gotten a shad scale on my breakfast bagel, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
Where are you from?
Come on, just north of Chicago.
That sounds like Louisiana.
Louisiana? No. Yeah, you know, I got a story for you, Mark. I was down in Louisiana and visiting a friend, and he took us down to this kind of, it was a kind of like a channel coming off one of the rivers. I can't remember the name of the river, what that was. But they had a little beach up there in one of the docks there, and we got off, and I went in the beach up, and it had the weirdest bobbers for catfishing, you know, channel cats, real long, these long bobbers that, you know,
The old school ones.
yeah, it's just, you know, they're neat. And they had a cooler there, and they had bags of crayfish. And I asked them, well, how much is a bag of crayfish? You know, because that's what we used in Texas. We used to, you know, use crayfish to go fishing. That was like the bait, either that or night crawlers. That's, you know, all the beach out, the local beach out there, that was out of Westway there, sold. So I saw the crayfish. So I said, Jesus, the whole bag for $15. This is great. So I bought the bag, brought it back. They were alive, of course. They were alive, and we put them in a bucket. We got home. They were alive. You know, we went fishing with them. Later, this is like way later, like years later, I found out that they were not sold for bait. They were to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no clue. And I bought this whole bag of these this reddish, bluish crayfish bag for bait. No idea that they eat that. No, and we never stopped at any other restaurants, nothing like that. I never even heard that they can eat them. And to this day, I still can't eat them because I use them for bait. I just can't eat them.
Oh,
I ate them as
that's
kids. They're
good
good.
stuff.
I can't eat them. But
Yeah, they're good.
I thought that was the best buy of my life. A lot of bait there. But yeah, you're doing good, Luke. You look like the life just went out of you.
I'm just
Are you going
listening.
down? Yeah, you got
No, I
that
feel
look
good.
again. You look.
Are you wearing your clam like
You don't look
underlayers again?
Well, no, I'm good.
Doesn't it have that look like when they had that toothache?
Yeah,
Dude,
his
I just
clam
got-
underlay.
I'm just getting over COVID, you guys.
I
Chill.
don't know. I don't know. Dan didn't look that way when he was getting over COVID. You sure you're okay?
It's lighting that he's
Do I
got.
look-
set.
Do I look really red?
You look purple.
I was
It's
reading
my
one
lighting.
of Tara's comments.
Yeah, Wade's in here.
So you're feeling
Wade.
good after getting it on Friday?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not too bad.
no. Yeah, apparently Wade's in here. He's my other buddy with COVID.
Is that the Wade that I met?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's freaking
Mhm.
awesome.
It's all good. He's
Sorry.
good. Okay.
He's good. Are you good, Wade?
Wade is not good, by the way.
Big Chungus.
How's my color look now?
You
I
look good
like
now.
I look sunburnt now.
Yeah,
you
you
look
got
sunburned.
Sun-
You're gonna get even more sunburned to come Saturday if you go out.
I know. I gotta
Too.
do it.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I swear to God, this guy.
And on that note,
He's always messing with stuff.
So Dan's part of the catfish league here, Mark. He goes out every Wednesday after the podcast, sends me pics till 2 a.m. He'll send me pictures of flats.
Attaboy.
Come Saturday, when it counts,
You can't get on one. That's like me here. Weekend fishing is rough here. I'm telling you, there's too many people out there. The river's so darn narrow that you get a 30-foot baja that comes by, and everything gets pulled off the bottom and dragged into snags. It's rough. So on the weekends, it's always I don't hit the water till 11 p.m. Get out there till daylight and get off the
I
water.
like to night fish a lot.
I haven't night fished at all.
Yeah,
I haven't
8:30.
fished, period.
8:30 when I get out there, the walleye guys are coming.
Shut up,
home.
Luke.
I had like 10 casts today and 1 bass on the first one, and that was it. And it was not big, but I'll
That's a
take
bass.
it.
I've had days like that. I put like a 38-pound flathead in a boat, like within 20 minutes of getting out there, and then the next 10 hours, nothing.
I hate when that happens.
I know what you did wrong.
What?
When you catch that 38-pounder, you go straight to the bar and celebrate.
It's funny you mentioned it. I caught it like 100 feet away from a bar on the river right there.
Oh
I
my
could
gosh.
have
See,
right in
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Got
the
me some-
chances of you catching a bigger one are pretty slim. So
Yeah.
and
And
well
Chuy,
just go
at
walk
that
around the
bar-
bar like this.
Now that spot when we fished there at
Shit.
night,
Yeah.
they had one of them jukebox you can actually play from your phone. So we get to
yeah.
play our music while we're out there fishing. We do that quite a bit.
That's
Also, they have
awesome.
Modelo on tap, Chewy. I thought you might appreciate that a little
Oh, yeah. Modelo.
It's hard to
Modelo
find
Dos
out.
Equis. Yeah, it
bit.
is.
It's good too.
It is. You know that jukebox stuff. We were at Minnetonka at an ice fishing tournament 3 years ago, and I got the idea of playing this Spanish music just to see what the reaction would be. Somebody got up and unplugged.
We used to do that back in the day with the old jukebox. Before we leave, I'd load it up with like polka music and then walk out the bar. I'm like,
I don't know. I think if I would have played polka here, they would have probably jammed to it.
Nah, you'd be all right.
Yeah, I think that people will probably like that more.
I don't think people care so much these days, which
Yeah,
is
you would
good.
get kicked out, that's for sure.
I don't know, but this mariachi band or whatever it was that I played, even I wouldn't listen to it, but it was funny though. Seeing that guy get up and unplug it, and then they all look at me, and I'm like, I don't even have a phone. I did have a phone name. My God. Look, anything else? No, you know what? I'm worried now because yeah.
I'm just reading Wade's comment.
What do you put?
You got it. I want to see it.
What is it? No, that's.
What's up, Jerry? How you doing, bud?
Yeah, we don't want to see
Look, Ron
that. Wade. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, thanks to Tera for the rubber ducky thermometer.
Oh, man.
It's an appropriate song I can think of, and then walk out. Yeah, I bet you do.
You know what this thermometer reminds me of?
Please don't.
Have you guys ever seen the music video on YouTube called "Quack Like a Duck"?
No.
No.
Watch
does
it
it
after the stream.
How does it go?
Goes quack like a duck. Quack, 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 quack like a duck. Go watch it.
Oh, I thought he was about to start busting it.
Unless you're my mom, then do not watch it.
Lavender for the
Oh,
win.
jeez.
Wait to hear that. That's how you know. Oh, Fred.
All right.
Just to be clear,
this is
just to be clear, I dropped off a care package for Wade today because he was kind of running solo, and I was like, "Do you want some stuff?" So I brought him some ice cream, some throat, because he got strep throat and COVID.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So he's been miserable for like 4 days.
I'm just glad I haven't gotten
But
it.
he's got his airsoft rifle.
Have you gotten it, Mark?
I have not.
Yeah.
Well, I got my own business. So I work from home. I don't have to interact with people if I don't want to, and that's how kind of I roll. So we're good. I haven't gotten it yet, which is good.
Yeah, I was like it the first year when this all kicked off. I was able to work from home.
What do you do for work where you don't have to interact with anybody? Because that sounds pretty
everything's
nice.
over the phone. Everything's over the phone or online. I do a lot of I do consulting for a lot of companies and stuff. So
What the hell's wrong with you, Luke?
I'm just thinking of Wade's comment. If you can taste it, you're over it. Oh, there's my mom. Hey, mom.
All right, we gotta behave. Hi, Mom.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's
Dad?
funny.
Luke's mom.
Oh, hi, honey.
You watch your damn tone.
What's her-
Whatever you do, Mom, don't look up Quack Likes a Duck.
No, don't even bring it up.
It's fine, Miss Henches.
Don't
I'll
even
see
bring
you
it
at
up.
bingo on Sunday.
Yeah, right. My mom's a saint. She would never hang out with you.
Even Wade's gonna be oh man. Anyways, guys, I think I gotta get Dan, kick him off here so he can catch up to today and then not catch nothing when it counts on Saturday.
That'll work.
Dude, that's the way it always works, though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm okay with that.
That's why I never practiced whenever I did tournaments.
Chewy, can I have
Just doesn't pay.
Chewy will give me Saturday's marker, so then I'll be good to go.
Yeah, right.
Not gonna happen.
We appreciate you coming in, Mark.
Hey,
Thank
Mark,
you,
yeah,
Mark.
appreciate it, Mark.
Thanks for saving us, Mark.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I did all that, but I had fun with you guys.
Tera,
We always have
Tera,
fun.
Tera, thank Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, see you in a couple weeks.
Thank
Yeah, Tara. I hope you feel better.
Absolutely.
Franklin
You
Catfish
too,
this weekend.
Wade.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Franklin Catfish Days is this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what? There's some guys that are actually gonna fish both, Luke.
Are they?
I think
Worse than that.
I think Luke's still gonna have symptoms next week. I think we should bring Wade in. We can just
You can bring
roast
you-
Luke Henches.
time out. You can bring Wade in, but I'm not responsible.
I'll fill him up with beer and let him rip.
He doesn't need any beer.
All right. See you next week, Wade.
All right, Mark. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks for
And
that.
are we on this Monday or is it next
I
Monday?
believe so. I got to take a look at my calendar.
Okay.
I usually don't do that until Thursdays. We get ready for the next show, but I believe we are on Catfish and Crappie channel. If you're watching, we're going to have Chewy on there either this Monday or next. I got to look at the dates and stuff.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
know what
definitely
they
coming
may
in
be.
chat. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'll be in there.
You guys
Oh.
are blocked. Mark, make sure you block these
I will
guys.
be in every account I can be on there.
Oh, he doesn't know
I've
my
been
YouTube
doing
account.
I've been doing pretty well with no bad words. If you get these guys on, Mark, I might just ruin it.
That's okay. It don't matter to me. We're good. We usually run an adult show, so we're good to go.
All right, look, buddy. I hope you feel better, man.
I do.
Take
Thanks.
care, Luke.
Yeah. I'll see you. Will I see you Saturday?
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be here Friday. I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be here Friday.
Yeah, I'll be there Friday.
Right.
I'm
You guys
working
hang on
Friday,
and
so-
let's kick this off. Luke, videos up on Facebook. No, is your link on Facebook?
Links
Fish on
on
Luke.
Facebook, YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. And then you got YouTube and then Mark. You can catch Mark Catfish and Crappie on
Everything. That's
on
pretty
Monday,
much
on
what it is.
everything. And then your podcast is Mondays, right?
Yep. You can
And
go
then-
to my website, catfishandcrappie.com. I got links to everything there.
Yep. And then he does also the podcast with Lyle, Panfish Nation.
Yep, we want to get.
On
We're trying to get
Thursdays.
We're trying to get Panfish Nation to 1K. I think he's just under 50 away from that. We want to make sure we take care of Lyle and we get it, and
I think it's
a
subscribed.
lot
Yeah,
of good guests and stuff. We got a good guest coming up this Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. So
yeah, guys.
I always look forward to that. I've been
Yeah, so if you guys haven't subscribed, to that, make sure you guys subscribe to that channel. It's a fun
Perfect.
channel.
Mhm.
All right, guys.
Lots
So
of
are you guys
good
ready to
info.
go?
Oh yeah.
All right. I know Dan wants to get out of
Dan's
here.
been
Catch fish
ready.
and it doesn't count. But anyhow, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll see you guys next Wednesday and tight lines.